I would like to debate you on your claim that democracy is not an American value.
Okay. I mean, it's a very technical argument, but yes.
Okay, well, I say it is an American value because it's established in our Constitution, and it creates elections in Article 1, Section 2 of our Constitution for Congress, and we're a democracy. We have democratic values.
Again, this is a semantic argument, but an important one. And so where does the word democracy appear in the Constitution?
Its definition appears in the Constitution.
But the word does not.
Why does that matter?
Hold on. As I say, it's a semantic argument. So therefore, in the Federalist Papers, which I'm guessing you are familiar with, right? Madison, Hamilton, and Jay wrote it as an explainer of the Constitution. When was democracy mentioned, and how was it presented?
It's mentioned in our Constitution.
Okay, well, it's not though. The word is not. So what you're talking about is representative government, which of course we have. However, democracy is something completely different. Democracy, as was talked about in the Federalist Papers, was talked very negatively. Our own founders spoke negatively about democracy in our Federalist Papers. The authors of the Constitution went negative. You might say, but Charlie, we have elections. Of course we do. So what is the difference between democracy and a constitutional republic? There are big differences. In a democracy, the majority always wins with almost no breaks and no slowdowns of a check and balance system to protect freedoms and liberties. In a constitutional republic, the government starts with certain truth claims that are transcendent and irrefutable. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. The government is here to promote the general welfare, things of this nature. A democracy does not usually have the same kind of separation of powers. A true, actual democracy...
Yeah, we're not a pure democracy.
Right, but the word itself is not in any of our founding documents, and it was actually talked about negatively.
But the idea that we're not a democracy is ridiculous
we're not,
because we still vote.
But that's not the attribute. Like I said, that's representative government. It's a constitutional republic. And you're thinking way too simple about this. You got to go deeper. And I'm not trying to pick on you. I'm just saying you got to broaden your horizon. Not every place that has elections is a democracy.
Right, but you also claimed that democracy is a majority rule.
Correct. Yeah.
Do the presidents and do our politicians not have to win a majority amount of votes?
No, they actually don't. They have to win a plurality of the electoral college.
The electoral college, but that's not a majority of.
No, actually, it's not. Think about it. You're actually not voting. You're voting for people to vote for you in the electoral college. You're actually voting for. No, that's different. That is a Republican. Hold on. A democracy is that you yourself would vote and there's nothing in the middle. A small r Republican form of government is you vote for people to vote for you. That's what you do.